Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yup, let's just get into it. And I hope you guys had a wonderful family day today. To those who are in Canada and to those in the US, I hope you guys had an awesome, I think it's President's Day, if I'm not mistaken. You enjoyed your day off. And yep, let's just get into it. Right now we can see that the Bitcoin is retesting that $25,000 level once again, running into some big resistance here. Again, we've been hammered down over and over and over and over again here 4 times already, including right now. We just tried to wick above on that 4-hour candle and we just got rejected once again. But you already know the drill. The more you retest your resistance, more likely it is going to break. And right now, let's take a look at some 4-hour time frames on market side. We can see that we do have increasing green money flow right now in Bitcoin, looking quite good. Momentum wave is climbing. We could technically see more upside for Bitcoin. Maybe we could pump to 26,000 here and retest this previous low right around there, or right around that wick from the May of 2022. And after that, you got some resistance coming in at 28,000, and then major resistance. I repeat, major resistance at 30,000 to 30,751. Do I think we're gonna go straight up here? I'm not so sure. I don't think that we are going to be pumping to 30k so easily. However, it could very well happen. Again, a lot of this that rides on the markets, continuing its ride towards the upside. Depends on the dollar, depends on the FOMC meetings, depends on the rate hikes. It depends on so many factors. This market is so data reliant right now, so everything can change in this, on a dime. If one day the Fed decides to pivot right away with high inflation, maybe the markets are going to rally and the dollar is going to fall through the floor and Bitcoin's going to rally. But however, I see that scenario as very unlikely right now. Let's take a look at wave trend on Bitcoin. We can see that we did get a red X on that 1 hour, nothing on the 4 hour right now. However, we are in a strong uptrend at the moment, and we are seeing some big selling around 25,000. We saw some around 21,000 as well, and we saw some consolidation, some green crosses, and then a rally, right? And then we saw some more consolidation. We dumped a little bit towards the downside here, and then we got some green crosses. You guys may not see it, it's actually right here. We got a green cross right here and some strong buy signals, and we even got some on the 12-hour time frame as well, confirming another leg towards the upside. And that's exactly how we made that 250% trade. However, right now we are starting to see some big selling on the 12-hour and a red cross at the moment, so just keep an eye on this. And we could see, like, if you want to get even on some larger time frames, we did get a red cross here on the weekly. We dipped a little bit, but for the time being, everything seems to be looking pretty good on the weekly time frame. RSI isn't that overbought. It actually is not overbought at the moment. It's starting to get into the bullish side. We can see that the MACD is looking good, and the wave trend X is looking good as well. Let's actually take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame as we print a new candle, and we can see that right now Bitcoin is looking very bullish. Actually, it's looking very bullish on this on Bybit right now. However, on Bitstamp, it's looking a little bit less bullish with those DBSI numbers coming in. Let's take a look at Binance, see if we have some matching numbers. So I would say the more accurate ones would probably be the ones that match with other exchanges. So I would say the one on Bitstamp is probably more accurate. So we do have a little bit of bullishness here, a 10 and a 0. Take a look at that daily. We have a 4 and a 6. Again, we still have green money flow going on the daily time frame. However, the momentum waves are significantly less big. So if we get another leg up towards the upside, you could start to form a very big bearish divergence on the momentum waves wherever they decide to top out. Whenever you get your next red dot, if it's here or here, or sorry, let me just outline this better. So if it's here, or if it's here, or if it's here, depending on whenever you top out here, if you start to form a bearish divergence on those momentum waves, it is very important to take those into account, as it could form a very beautiful shorting opportunity. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at the S&P 500, and I actually want to take a look at the S&P 500 on market cipher, see what we got going on here on the weekly time frame. We actually have some pretty bearish numbers right now, and again, another thing to take into account, when looking at the markets, you want to take a look at money flow. And money flow is probably one of the most important indicators on market cipher. So if you're in that red money flow and you're seeing decreasing momentum and you're starting to form some topping action right here, and you do get a red dot, you know, during the week, if we start to dip down, you get that red dot, and it could confirm that this was your top right here in the markets, and we may not see 4,300, although 4,300 does look like a very, very nice target. But if it does not hold and we end up breaking down and 3,900 does not hold, you could very well be starting your next leg towards the downside, which would obviously erase those hopes of Bitcoin going to new all-time highs and, you know, going to 30K. Maybe we may fizzle up here to 26, and then we are going to come crashing down to 18,000. All right, that could very, very well happen if the traditional markets start to roll over. So that's also important to take into account. Now let's take a look at some more indices. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Again, the NASDAQ looking like it formed a nice little double top here and it's starting to come down, failing to hold this trend line as support right now. Again, this could turn. We did open underneath the trend line, I believe, but it doesn't mean the market can't flip bullish and we could keep, you know, chopping sideways here for the coming weeks. Tomorrow we don't have to, I think we do have actually a good amount of data. Let me just pull it up here for you guys. Let's just open the Forex Factory here. Forex Factory. There we go. Let me just pull it up. Whoops. Factory. There we go. I got it up for you. And let's just open this up. All right. So for the Forex Factory, tomorrow we do have some news coming out for the Canadian CPI, which is going to be a bit of a leading indicator for what's going on in the market. So if we get an increase in that CPI in Canada, that would be pretty bearish. Looking for the U.S. because we are very close, you know, we're pretty close related, giving, you know, we're side by side, we kind of share similar economies. However, ours is like 10 times smaller to the U.S. But yeah, overall, if you see that Canadian CPI jump, it could be a leading indicator that the U.S. CPI is going to jump as well. You know, Canada's been basically copying the same monetary policy that the U.S. has been doing. They did a 75 basis point rate hike, then we did a 75, and then they did a 50, then we decided to do a 50 as well, and now they're doing 25, and now we're also doing 25. We're just copying you guys. We have nothing nothing special. We're just playing copycat. All right, let's take a look at commodities now. We got to actually take a look at natural gas, a very interesting asset right now. As we can see right now, opening the week on the weekly time frame, a 10, right? We had an 11 last week, and now we have a 10 and an 8, so significantly less bullish. However, I'd like to point out we still have some green money flow looking good there. Daily time frame looking absolutely abysmal with such red deep money flow. I've never seen money flow this deep in the red for natural gas, I don't think. Maybe during this dip during 2020, the crash of COVID, but other than that, man, this one is deep in the red. I'd like to point out as well, we are forming a very nice, very slight, however, bullish divergence right now on the momentum waves for natural gas. So if we keep making lower lows, you know, you kind of formed a low here, and then you made a significantly lower low, and then you got another green dot. If you form a lower low here and you form another green dot, I would absolutely double down on my long position on natural gas. I expect natural gas to get a significant pullback up to the back towards the upside. Again, market moves in waves. You're gonna do, you know, you're gonna do your. Let's just do it right here, very quickly, very bad and poorly. You're gonna get a lot of hate for it, but it's okay, no problem. I can handle it. We're gonna do our Elliott wave. So you're gonna do like your wave 1, your wave 2, and then your wave 3 is extremely extended, right? And then you're gonna get your wave 4 back up towards the upside. And then you're going to get your wave 5, which is going to mark your, you know, your all-time low. Most likely going to go back down towards that $1.5, $1.6 level for natural gas. Again, that obviously the fundamentals for natural gas right now are very bearish, but you also have, you know, some bullish ones coming into factors like it's being extremely unprofitable for nat gas, and you know the producers are probably losing money at this point, or they're just making break even on their manufacturing, so they're probably going to stop producing at some point. But overall, what you want to take a look at the charts, and right now looks like this bullish momentum kind of failed right here for nat gas, and we are starting to make a lower low. 4-hour time frame, we did have some green money flow, you know, during this phase where we're chopping sideways. Again, that looks like it failed, and we actually are about to make a lower low again. You can see that red money flow is starting to creep in, so don't be surprised if nat gas makes a lower low down to $2. Again, I'm going to probably be taking a look at $2.28, which is actually the level that we just tagged and stopped at. But again, this is very minor support. You're going to be wanting to take a look at some major support, which is basically going to be around $2 to $1.90 flat. That's going to be some big support for natural gas. So remember to take a big look at this level here. If we start to tag it and we actually keep forming this bullish divergence, I would be very intrigued into getting into some longs. But you can see, you know, you made a big low right here on nat gas on the RSI, and then you climbed up, you chopped sideways. Now we're making a lower low, but the RSI is diverging. Finally. So long it took us to finally start to diverge. Look at this epic collapse on that gas. Again, this is probably going to be a big trade for us inside the Discord. So if you guys want to get access to my trades, feel free to join the Discord. And again, the link is in the description. You don't have to become members, but if you want access to the trades, obviously you're gonna have to become some sort of member, either a gold member, crypto member, or a stock member. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Maybe we'll take a look at oil. Oil not doing too much right now. It's down about 1% on the moment. If it does keep going down, again, my next support for that oil is going to be around $72.92. If that doesn't hold, I think we're going to get our next leg down to around $65. But obviously, I do have this bear flag pattern put into play right here for oil, and that would actually bring us right around $60 or around $59.85. But again, it's not perfect. If we actually break down to here, maybe it'll bring us exactly to $59. But yeah, pretty close. Anyways, if we don't hold that level, I still have some lower end targets right around $45, but I don't think we're going to get there that quickly. But yeah, let's take a look at gold and finish it off with silver. Again, gold getting some downside right now as the DXY is getting some upside, and silver market basically doing the same thing. Not much to cover here. I think silver is probably going to come back down here and tag that $20.85 level, and gold is going to make its next leg down towards that $1,800 level. And if we do get a dip down below 1,800, I would be taking a look at 1786 or 1785 as a potential long position for gold. Again, those gold miners are selling off hard as well, so remember to take your profits on those trades, and always be practice your risk management accordingly. Anyways, that's enough for today, guys. Hope to catch you guys on the next video. Thank you for supporting me. We're almost at 15,000 subscribers. Don't forget to smash that like button, and if you guys trade crypto as well, feel free to use my link in the description to sign up for Big Get Trading, because that's where I do all my trades. Love you guys. Peace.